So we officially have a date for Borderlands 4, and it's going to be September 23rd, 2025. My name is Byrdman778. Thanks so much for coming by and checking out this video. I'm going to be doing a breakdown of the most recent gameplay trailer, showing off everything, all the action skills, some enemies, and some fun little things I think people have missed along the way. Now, before I jump into all that, make sure to follow me over on YouTube and Twitter at Byrdman778. Do all the fun things on here on YouTube. Give a thumbs up, comment down below the Vault Hunter you're most excited to see. And yeah, let's jump right on into it. So from the get-go, we're seeing the new pretty much like chests that we're going to be having in this. Obviously, I think for gameplay trailer reasons, we definitely got this legendary from the get-go. But just kind of like going back a little bit on this, just kind of looking at the chests and everything. A lot of people have been speculating like, okay, maybe we're going to be seeing a lot more legendaries in chests rather than ground loot. I don't really know. I'm just glad to see, you know, a cool new weapon. This one specifically is kind of cool because it's got like this like Van Halen looking skin on it. Definitely looks like a doll of some sort. I'm probably wrong, but I'm gonna bet this is doll of some sort. But just in general, great to see legendaries right off the rip. Now moving through here, we're seeing some really great stuff already. We get to see that action skill from the big guy again. And immediately right here, I gotta point something out that I saw. So whenever they hit this guy right here, there was immediately this little, I don't even know, it looks like a plate of some sort with this red-ish orange beam coming out of it. I believe, and I think a lot of people are agreeing with this is going to be some type of armor system they're going to be adding to the game. Now, whether this is going to be an armor system that is based around a specific shield manufacturer, to just like, you know, maybe change energy for armor instead, we don't know. Or it could just be like a whole new thing in general. Like we don't really have to deal with shields. This is just gonna be armor based. I mean, kind of like, I don't even know, Warzone or something like that. I think this is a pretty interesting thing to immediately notice. It's definitely something people are picking up. And there's even a still later down the road that we're gonna see where we're gonna be seeing a lot of those being applied to the character. So let's keep our eyes out on that. But as we go through immediately right there, we got to see possibly and likely the action skill for the fourth Vault Hunter that we got to see in the trailer. So this is definitely that guy on the very far left. I believe this is going to be, I think he's going to be kind of this conglomerate of different action skills. We got to first see that, like that blade dance that he did. And now this appears to be some type of either dual wielding, you know, gun zerking of some sort, or some type of just like, you know, pulls out a second gun on top of his that does some type of, you know, different attack. But I definitely think it's that guy. We definitely get to see the Siren here throwing out some type of, you know, siren like bomb thing, because she kind of like charges it up in her hand for half a second right here and then releases it, which is super interesting. Now we get another look at the big brute looking dude who at first we saw the axes, but this appears to be some type of like flaming punch that he's going back and forth, charges it up a little bit and then releases it, which I'm actually super excited for. Gives me some Doomfist vibes from Overwatch, you know, being able to maybe do some damage to enemies behind him, anything like that, because we did see like that kind of that flames that shot out behind him after he hit the target, which is super interesting. Just some more enemies dying, getting hit, getting shot, all the fun things. We clearly get a look at the Mallowan lady. Women through here, a lot of great movement. Now notice here, after this grapple, we're going to do this grappling right here, which is based off of a fixed point. So you're not going to be able to just like grapple anywhere you want. It's based off fixed points, which is a little disappointing, but I think it's going to be pretty fine, I imagine. I mean, you can look down here. There's a fixed point right there as well. So imagine these are going to be all over an area as you're playing, but we're going to see them grapple through the air and do a double jump. That double jump is insane for movement. I absolutely love seeing that because it just shows that Borderlands is continuing to elevate the movement of the game. So we definitely had that from Borderlands 1 to 2. It wasn't like too much, but it definitely felt better. And then from 2 to 3, it was drastic. Getting all the sliding mechanics and everything, it just felt really, really good. Obviously, you can go back to the pre-sequel with like, you know, slams and the anti-gravity and stuff like that. But this seems to be culminating all those different things together and essentially giving us a lot of movement freedom. Now, right here, we definitely are getting what I believe is the you know, action skill for the small chick, that the Malawan chick, and I think this is some type of just like, I don't even know. It looks like an elemental bomb of some sort, because we can look at like these, you know, little pieces of the weapon here. Pulls it up, she starts firing and shooting it, and there's so many different colors. Now, if you look at like her hands while she's holding it, it looks like those gloves that she clearly has on. I definitely think she was some type of Malawan brute now that, you know, definitely big suit, small package type thing. But again, looking at this bomb, looks like very elemental. Fires it, goes through, clearly penetrates this guy, but definitely is debuffing him of some sort, because it hits him and then suddenly he's like instantly killed. Now, did kind of have like a bomb go off on there, but then you have the absolute nuke that happens back here, which is super interesting. We're getting some more looks at some weapons, looking really good, more enemies. Now, right there is super interesting. So if we actually go back a little bit and we're gonna slow this down, we're shooting this guy, and then it just like activates this Reaper, this Siren Reaper. I imagine this is going to be pretty much like Gage with Death Trap. We're gonna have this copy of ourselves with this big old giant scythe going around and slicing up people, which is absolutely insane. That honest to God kind of makes me want to play Siren day one. I did see people say this is like reviving teammates. I can't even remember who said that specifically, but like clearly it's not, because there is no teammate there. But yeah, super interesting to see at least now one of the Siren action skills, which is going to be, again, that Siren Reaper. There's probably stuff in between there that we missed, and we're gonna like look at later down the road. Again though, I'm pretty interested in everything that I'm seeing here. All the enemies look really solid. Really no complaints about anyone I'm seeing or anything like that. All right, and now just play the trailer again if you can, as I'm talking. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, we're clearly getting a look at multiple action skills for every single character, so we can expect that pretty much. I mean, they did that obviously in Borderlands 3. Every Vault Hunter had multiple different action skills they have access to. They're doing that again, which I absolutely love, because that is just kind of building up the build crafting aspect of the game even more. I thought that was always a great choice of what they did in 3, and now having it in 4, it's awesome. I really can't wait to play the big brute guy. That's going to be really cool, but dang, I did not think I was going to play the Siren, and now I am so interested in the Siren. Definitely interested in the Malawan chick with the giant bomb she's shooting off. The other guy who's like kind of like the tech assassin looking dude, I don't really know how I'm feeling about him all that much, but I imagine I mean, every character is going to have an absolute broken interaction at some point, so there's always going to be something cool to do and make with those characters. But at least right now he's at my bottom of the stack, but probably will go pretty high up once the game launches. Again, September 23rd. We are, you know, a couple months out, pretty much most of the year out, but at the same time, I imagine it's going to be an absolute banger. I literally cannot wait for this. But again, everybody, make sure you follow me over on YouTube and Twitter at Byrdman778. I'm going to be having a lot of different Borderlands stuff going on. Hopefully getting some codes and stuff like that later down the road that we can give out to the community. But regardless, give a thumbs up. Let me know something you're interested in seeing down below involving Borderlands 4. Subscribe and become a member. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a great night, day, whatever it may be.